This is all you need to know about Yugioh Sevens, which is airing in April the 1st, 2020. All sources are from YGOrganization, so please check them out. They're amazing for the community. With that being said, it's time to discuss. I need to get a better intro. Anyway, in the not so distant future in Goha City, Goha Corp controls pretty much everything. They've monopolized dueling to schooling, and it's a very rigid format which has been implemented by adults, which is what you expect because the government shouldn't be run by kids. Come on. However, our main protagonist thinks otherwise. He's the youngest protagonist that we've ever had in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the age of 11. Yugioh. He's an inventor. He loves dueling. He loves having fun. He thinks that the dueling system currently in place, which has been put in place by the adults, is too rigid. So he's like, you know what? Screw the rules. I'm going to make my own rules. And this is the dawn of a new era. And this is the dawn of rush duels. Another character, which seems to be his rival, is Tatsuhisa Kamijo. And yeah, smash that. He's also 11. He's a classmate. He's a classmate next to Yugioh, but he's self-proclaimed to be the #1 duelist. So obviously, there's going to be a clash in terms of ideals and also in terms of skill. So this is where the rival aspect comes in. Another character who looks like a princey version of, I don't know, he's like some alternate universe version of Kaiba, is Gakuto Sugetsu. He's 12 years old, a 6th grade of the student council at 7th elementary. That's what it's called. Their school is called 7th elementary. They love the number 7. A serious-minded fellow who has no tolerance for tardiness, and he's never been late to school. Well then, he's the heir apparent to of the Sogetsu style of dueling. So obviously he's quite prude. He has his way of things, but it's going to give another dynamic to the cast. It's going to give another dynamic to the interactions between especially these 3 characters. And from these 3, we have a 4th, and that is a female. Also, another classmate, Romin Kirishima. She's 11 years old. She's Yuga's classmate, but she's getting the top grades. So she's at that, okay, she's the one to aspire to academically, but she's surrounded and shrouded in mystery. So this is going to give the premise for more interaction. So far, as crap as it looks, oh yeah, we'll talk about that as well. As crap as it looks, or as good as it looks, the cast is showing a decent amount of diversity in terms of how they would interact with each other, and it's looking somewhat promising. We have the monsters. We have Sevens Road Magician as well as Rush Dragon Dragiers. We're also going to get appearances of legendary monsters such as Blue Eyes White Dragon during the Rush Duel format. So it's going to be interesting. So Yugioh Uda attends 7th elementary. He's a 5th grader who develops his own style, and he calls it essentially rush dueling. In the days that follow, Luke in the next class over hears the rumors of a king of duels investigating this with Yuga. He runs into a mysterious person standing before an important monument. In order to be recognized as the king of duels, you gotta win duels within a limited time. So yeah, this is where we're gonna get the pilot episode, and that's gonna start off the whole story for this new series. This is the first time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history that it's going to be animated by a different studio. Studio Bridge will be animating Yugioh 7. And look, I'm going to be impartial, although I wasn't too impartial earlier, but I'm going to be impartial and say, let's give him a chance. But I'm going to give my raw thoughts and opinions in the video that is going to be linked at the end or shown at the end. And hopefully, if you check that out and if you tune into that, you see my perspective and why it's not doom and gloom, but it's also quite shit. With that being said, thank you. Check out that video. You may now exit Dimsy's domain. Thank you and goodbye.